2011, and now Nepal is not going to take place anyhow.
So there they are, the first of the four runners taking off. Bangladesh with Jahan Aruna, Sri Lanka through Vijetung, India through Sangli Sachin, and the Maldives with Faiz Hawa Muzin on the back straight. Cool calculated, the first of the Indian runners, Sachin Sangli S. They are. This is going to be the crucial phase, because if the Indians do manage to get that lead of about 5 or 6 meters, which isn't there right now. The lead is just about 2 odd meters, but the Sri Lankans looking good as well. This crowd out here cheering the two, India and Sri Lanka, because very strong support staff for the Sri Lankans. But that lead for the Indian second runner, Swarnlata Tina Kanishta, is perhaps, oh, look at that beaten exchange, could have been a little more faster out there. They lost a few precious seconds. The Sri Lankan girl is looking strong out there. It's now left to Tina Kanishta. Sri Lanka through Pravindi Dunshi at the back straight. This is where it's all going to happen between these two for sure.
Yes, Indians need just a meter or 2 meters odd gap. Then we can see the best finish from them. That is what the gap they have lasted in the men's category in the 4 into 400 meters relay. Just the damage done over there in that small gap. The Sri Lankans have a drastic change in their run. Now coming back to the 4 into 400 meters women, we can see the lead by the Indian.
Well, she certainly built up a massive lead there. If the Indians don't win from here on, they've got to blame themselves. Now we got the third of the runners. She's looking good. She's very experienced. Sandra Sabumal, she's the experienced of the four runners, along with Neenu Pathak, who is going to be the anchor for them. A brilliant start there by the first two, and it's making the job for Sandra Sabumal that much more easier. She perhaps can look over her shoulders and say that I'm in command now, my team is in command, and those strides, I'm sure, are going to stand her in good stead as she comes to the far back after the 200 meters, now coming into the home straight at the start of the 100 meters. From there on, she'll hand it over to number 4. India surely looks for the gold, unless of course there is something drastic or disastrous which happens for them. But look at her, Sandra Sabumal, absolutely cool like a cucumber.
Of course, Pathak Neenu takes the anchor leg. She had the strength. She had the opportunity to finish it to her best. Of course, they are in the lead. They can finish it. Sri Lankans, undoubtedly, they are in the. It's impossible. They have a lot of gap to damage done by them. So Indians almost in the lead.
So yes, at the final 200 meters, it's now ticking away. The meet record for the women is for the women in the 4x400 meters. The women is 3 minutes 43.31. Are they going to better it into the last 20 odd meters? The record surely not being broken. 3:44.21, I suspect, but we'll wait for the official timing. Neenu Pathak does it for them, and Swarnlata, the defeat of the Indian men by the Sri Lankans has been avenged out here, and it's a sweet victory for the Indian women.
They have taken the revenge. Of course, men in the slight variation in the second lap, they have lead with the Sri Lankans. The gap could not be overtaken by them. Of course, the women had taken the revenge of that defeat in the 4x400 meters women finals. Here comes the timings. The Indian team clocking at 3 minutes 44.35 seconds, taking the gold, and Sri Lanka at 3 minutes 49.99 seconds. Bangladesh taking the bronze at 3 minutes 57.37 seconds.